Hello, and welcome back to another video on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So since my last stream yesterday, I have done a bit more flying, and I have been trying to tweak the settings, but the main issue is still with the CPU. I'm not too sure why, but it uses 100% of my CPU. And even if I put the settings to low, it still uses 100% of my CPU. So it just doesn't really make much sense. Because on X-Plane it works fine. So the only thing that I can think of is that Microsoft Flight Simulator actually uses a heck of a lot of CPU power. But I have been trying to do some tweaking this morning, so I'm not sure if you can tell from the stream, but from where I am, because I have a 3440 by 1440 screen aspect ratio, so it's a white screen monitor. So the only thing that I can think of is that it is rendering in 4K or 2.7K, which because my PC is not that high end, so it definitely couldn't run on like 2.7 or 4K. So what I did is I tuned it down so I can show it to you. So if I go to Generals, and on here it says full screen resolution. So I'm not sure because I was playing it in Windows. So here I just changed it to Windows. And I changed the full screen resolution just now, and I saw a little bit drop on the CPU. So over here it says full screen. So I'm not sure if it's actually full screen or both. But I've switched back to full screen, and what I did is I follow back my aspect ratio. So what I have now is 2560 by 1080. So that should be 1080p. From my display, it looks a little bit off, so you can see like the pixels. But hopefully it will run the sim a little bit smoother. So today's video is I'm going to continue a bush flying. So yesterday I've done quite a few landing challenges. They are actually pretty tough. So I'm basically sick of that. So I did one leg of the bush flying, and I found a few things that I think it would help you all. So I did the Breckenridge to Mariposa Yosemite flight. So there are a few things I want to comment, but let's have a look here first. So as you can see, first leg I've already done that, 63 nautical miles. So the second leg is 37 nautical miles, 24 minutes. So we are just going to continue that leg, and let's go flying. So the first thing that I want to comment on is the flight dynamics. So the flight dynamics is kind of off on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yesterday when I was flying this aircraft and I go full throttle, it basically go from 0 to 60 knots in like 2 seconds, which is, I mean, the aircraft is not that powerful, so it shouldn't be able to accelerate 60 knots in 2 seconds. And even when I was doing a few different flights on different aircraft, especially on the landing challenges, what I find is that the aircraft barely want to slow down. And even when I was at a stall speed, as I was coming into land, so as I was like coming to the throttle, I go power to idle and it stalls. But as soon as the wheel hits the ground, it just bounces back. Um, and when an aircraft is at a stall, it shouldn't have that enough energy to actually bounce back. So in real world, when I was like flying, like the Cessna or whatever it is, I just go full elevate, well, not full, but like pull it back, so elevator up, and when you hear the whole stop, the stall horn, the aircraft basically want to sink because there is not enough energy anymore. So when the wheel touches down, it shouldn't bounce because the aircraft doesn't have that sufficient energy to actually do a bounce. The only reason that it will bounce is when you are like fast, so you have like too much energy. But on Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's the issue that I have seen. When you have no or insufficient energy and you touch down, it still bounce. So yeah, like I said, I feel like the flight dynamics is kind of off. And the other thing is the drag. Yeah, so I was commenting just now about the drag. So um, this is the exact aircraft, so I'm going to show it to you. Um, right. So first thing first, I'm not sure if you can see it, so I'll just pull it up here. So from KIYK to 0999, distance is 37 nautical miles, estimated time of 24 minutes 22 seconds. So we have the first leg here, and it says Little Leg. Depart from Inyokern Airport and begin the second leg of your bush trip adventure, heading northwest towards US Route 395. The long asphalt ribbon bends ever so slightly north, leading you into a pass flanked by sloping hillsides and eventually towards the aptly named Little Lake. Um, so I'm just trying to see if my stream is actually working because it should be. So as you can see here, first leg, POI1, heading of 334, distance of 17.6 nautical miles, time is 11.3. I'm not sure why there's a dot dot dot. I'm trying to like have a look at that time, but 36. Okay. Right. So I am going to just put my mic down for a few seconds as I accelerate the aircraft to take off, and then I'll come back to you. Right, so as you can see here, it accelerates to 60 knots in about 2.5-3 seconds, which is very unrealistic, I would say. But yes, we have departed in your current airport. So we have to go on a heading of 334. So I am trying to see what our heading is right now. Heading is... So we have to go left, I think. So I'm not sure what your resolution is like, but at least for me, it's not that great. So 334. So it should be around here. And as you can see, we have already climbed up to 4,000 feet. I'm pretty sure it's not that powerful. I mean, I've never flown this aircraft, but I mean, for a single piston engine, it shouldn't be. If you cannot comment on my live stream, because I didn't schedule a video, so I'm not sure if that's the reason why. But if you can comment on my live stream, I can't see it. So if you have any questions, I probably would recommend that you join my Discord because yeah, I can't see any comments on my live stream. So if you want to chat or ask me questions, yeah, join my Discord. So, and another tip that I have on the VFR map. So yesterday it fucked me up. What happened was, let me have a look. I just need to make sure that my heading is correct. Should be a little bit more to the right. So we should be at 334. That's about there. Right, so yesterday on the VFR map, I saw an aircraft. I'm not sure if it's showing up now. Maybe it might. So what happened was I thought that aircraft was me. So I was following that aircraft, and apparently I figured out after like 20 minutes that that aircraft wasn't me. Oh, I need to bring down my power. I am going a little too fast. Yeah, so if you are doing the bush flying challenge, don't follow the aircraft on the map because um, they're trying to mess with you. But if you are actually lost, like I was yesterday, what you can do is you can press back on track. And what that does is it will show you where you are just for a few seconds, and you can find your bearing to your destination. But if you don't use it, you can actually win. At the start of the bush flying challenge, you will have seen a banner, and it says you can win some sort of award if you can get to your um, destination without using the back on track. And the other thing that I want to talk about is the trim. I find the trim on this aircraft it's not good because what happened is that I tried to trim it, but it still doesn't like stay. So it keeps, as you can see, it just keeps like either going down or going up, um, which is not good because when you trim an aircraft, it should stay. But no matter how I trim it, it just doesn't stay. So that's another complaint that I want to make about this aircraft. Oh, well, not aircraft, but the Microsoft Flight Simulator as like in general. I feel like we are a little bit off. So let's get back on track. Should be a little bit to the right. So we should be so where are we going? Olancha airstrip. To 099er, and that is there, right? Okay, so it's not too far away. So I'm thinking, because my resolution has been tuned down, so everything sort of like pixelates. So I'm just wondering if I'm able to like tune up my graphics settings because my GPU is now only running at 60%. So if I just go to settings here, and I'll just turn a few things up. So I can turn that to 65. And maybe turn that up. I'll leave the water wave to low because that might actually use a lot of my graphics. Reflection, I think I'll leave reflection at low as well. Right, so the only thing that I can do is the terrain. Oh, and there's an object level of detail. I'll just put that to 50 and see how that goes. I mean, still looks the same. I don't know. I just think that because it's because my monitor is so big, so it just sort of like pixelates since I'm running one notch lower on the aspect ratio. Now it just looks like X-Plane because everything is just, well, I mean X-Plane probably looks a little better because everything now just looks pixelated. But anyway, I think we are following this highway. I think so. So we are 9 minutes out. So in 3 minutes we should see a lake. I mean it says little lake, so I'm assuming it's a lake. Heading northwest towards US Route 395. The long asphalt ribbon bends ever so slightly north, leading you into a pass flanked by sloping hillsides, and eventually towards the aptly named Little Lake. I have no clue, but hopefully we will see a lake once we get past the valley over here. Oh, actually we are sort of off, isn't it? Not really actually. Just need to go a little bit to the right. That should be alright. Oh, right. Okay, I can see the live chat now. I'm just watching my own stream on my phone, so I can look at the chat. Uh, a bit too much. Let's go back to the left. Is that the lake? I mean, I see some water here. Oh, I see more water in front. That could be the one. Right, my control is actually really sensitive, so I'll just go and tune my controller. It's too sensitive. So let's go 57. See how that goes. Yeah, I think that's better. Right, so I believe this is Little Lake. So we now have to continue on this heading. So I guess following this highway, and we are gonna continue for 8.5 minutes. Right, I'm just watching my own stream on my MacBook since my MacBook have a smaller screen and it actually looks alright. So yeah, I just think it's my monitor. It's too big, so it gets pixelated. But right now, I think my CPU is just about 100%. So before it was like a lot more than 100, but right now I can see sometimes it just drops a little bit. So I think it's somewhere around 100, maybe 110. Um, and my GPU is at about 65. Yeah, 65%. So that's not too bad. But of course, everything on my monitor is it's really pixelated, so I can't really see too much like detail. So, so we have the highway just off to our left, and you can see all the cars driving. and we have some wetlands just off to our right. I may have driven through here, I'm not sure. I don't even know where I am. But yeah, I've driven to Yosemite before. But I think this is like a bit more north, I think. Yeah, because I did my road trip from San Francisco to Yosemite. And if anyone is, going to visit there, I would definitely recommend doing an overnight stay because I didn't have that much time. So I only did a day trip and it's actually quite tiring. Right, so we are about halfway there now. I'm not sure if that's the one we are going. Not really. That's a hill. We are going to a reservoir. So I haven't seen any water yet. I like the prop effect. Like you can see the prop. It's like sort of moving counterclockwise. Right, we should be coming up to the reservoir. I think it should be somewhere either maybe like behind this hill. I mean the rendering is not great, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, on Microsoft Flight Simulator, the GA aircraft is definitely a lot better than the airliner because the airliner it's just not like complete, so it's really hard to fly. Right, once we get past this hill, we should be approaching the reservoir. Right, I see some water off to our right. That could be it. Do we have to fly towards the reservoir or do we just stay here? So the next point is 331. Oh, I think we are a bit low. So let's climb a little bit here. I think this heading is good. This is about 331. So that's the reservoir over there. Right, I forgot to reset the time, but in about 4 minutes we should be able to see the airfield, which is Olancha airstrip. I think it's a little bit more to the left. And as you can see on the map, this is where we are, and it actually sort of tells us where we are. And my sim is dying. So yeah, as you can see, we are sort of, there's a lake over a reservoir over here, and it sort of tells us roughly where we are. So Olancha airstrip, at the far end of the upper reservoir, follow the Los Angeles aqueduct as it carries water north through the parched landscape, where the waterway runs parallel to Highway 395. In the pathway between them, you'll find an unassumingly dirt runway. So I think we are supposed to follow this small little river here, just off to our right. And there should be a highway. So I think the airport should be not too far away. Should be somewhere around here. Just keep my eyes peeled. Could that be the one? No, that's just a random building over there. Oh, could this be the one? This is a bush. Let me have another look. Oh yeah, I think this is the one. Okay. Right. So, I don't know which one is the runway. Is this the fat one or the slim one? So I think what we'll do, we'll come over here. So let's say we are downwind and we'll start descending. And I'll make a right base. And a final. I think that's the runway, right? I could be wrong. I could be the dirt one. Let's go to the dirt one because I can see there are trees over there. Rightio. Leg 2 is done. So 32 minutes on that leg. Oh, 30 minutes actually. 29. Right. Next leg. So from 099 to 067. So just follow. Oh, yeah, there. So, right. Distance is 30 nautical miles, time is 20 minutes, leg 1, heading of 338. Distance is 21 nautical miles, time is 14 minutes and 1 second. Right, let's continue the second leg. Oh, third leg. So heading off 338, so we just make a right turn. Overshot it a little bit. Let's just go back. About there, should be good. So I think it's just following this highway over here. I forgot to set the time. So it should be about 12 minutes now. Right. So our first waypoint is Lone Pine. Take off from Olancha, make your way north using the road as a guide, and you'll quickly discover the dried out bed of Owens Lake. Now a massive salt flat dotted with sporadic seasonal brine ponds. Beyond the basin, a bit further north, lies the small frontier town of Lone Pine. So I guess we are looking for a maybe a dry out lake and a small town. Hello everyone. My stream um, thingy on my Mac doesn't show the comments, so I have to do it through my phone, which is a bit of a pain. But welcome everyone if you are here watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll try my best to help you want. Or you can join my Discord. The link is on the um, bottom right corner. And my sim is dying. Yeah, so for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I've been seeing this consistent issue with like the sim sort of like pausing. I'm not too sure what the reason is. Could be that it's like downloading data for the next part. That could be why. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I feel like I've been really unenergetic for the last week. I guess it's because of the lockdown, and it's raining outside and it's cold. So yeah, it's just a great combination. Where are you? From Hamza. Sorry if I'm a bit lagging behind the comments. What do you mean where I am? Like in the sim or in real life? 8 minutes. So 4 more minutes to go, and we should be. I feel like we are a bit off. So we are at 330. We should be at 340. So just go a little bit to the right. 10 degrees to the right. I see a lake. Um, but it says a dry out lake, so not sure if that's the right one. In the sim. So I am. So this is San Francisco over here. I think should be. So that's San Fran, and Yosemite is here or somewhere around here. Like yeah, somewhere around there. And I am over here. No, here. Yeah, so to the east of southeast of Yosemite. I'm not sure what the exact location is, but over here it says Manzanar Airport, so you can look it up. I have no clue where it is. So Lone Pine, this is another town. This is where we are, Lone Pine. So from Lone Pine, we have to make a left turn to 320 degrees and track towards Manzana Airport, and that is about less than 6 minutes away. Right, we are approaching the town of Lone Pine. So now I will make a slight left turn and track towards 320 degrees. Slowly, but we are getting there. So this is a bush flying challenge that you can do on Microsoft Flight Simulator if you are interested. Um, but yeah, just be aware that there's no instruments, it's all VFR, and you have to basically rely on the um, cockpit instruments, the traditional 6-pack, and a little bit more to the left. Yeah, so the 6-pack instruments and the description on the nav log, which is on the, I'm not sure which side it is, but for me it's over here, the nav log with the description. So it shows you like the heading and stuff like that, and the time. So you just use this. So now we are overhead Lone Pine. So I'll reset and start the clock. 5 minutes and 46 seconds away from Manzana Airport on a heading of 320. So we are at 320 now. Maybe a little bit overshot it, but yeah, roughly over here. Right, so next stop Manzana Airport to the west of Lone Pine, set against the jagged peaks of the Sierra Nevada, find the rounded contours of the Alabama hills and the LA aqueduct running along its base. Follow the waterway north until it crosses path with the highway. A short distance from there, between the road and the water, awaits an airstrip where you can land Manzana Airport. So, wait, is that the one? Yeah, I think we are here. Okay. Well, that was easy. All right, let's go power idle and start the descent. The trim is really off on this aircraft. It's really hard to get the right trim. Uh, Alright, I think we can land on the one just in front of us. That should be fine. Alright, that was rough, but we are back on the ground. Um, Welcome to Manzanar Airport. And the third leg is done, 24 minutes. So yeah, I think I'll actually end the live stream here. Um, I'm not sure what else I can show. Let's go back to here. Yeah, so there's three different bush trips you can do. That's the one that I'm doing. And I'm not sure if they have just introduced the marketplace, but I just saw it last night. So you can now buy like custom airports, I believe. So this one is from Flightbeam for Denver. So you can buy the airport. You can buy aircraft as well. So we have the Cessna 170, the 182 Skylane for 44 New Zealand dollars. So that's about 30 US dollars. It's not cheap. And then there's Orbex have Lowy Innsbruck for 30 New Zealand dollars. That's about 20 US dollars. There's Landmarks by Orbex, Leeds Bradford in the UK by Orbex as well. So it seems like Orbex have quite a few sceneries. So yeah, if you want to commit for the Microsoft Flight Simulator, then yeah, you can definitely look at the third-party stuff. But I am only using this temporarily. I'm still like with Explain, so I'm not gonna buy any third-party stuff. But yeah, you can come over here and have a look. Oh, there's like London City. There's oh yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's not a lot right now. There's like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 add-ons that you can buy. But I'm pretty sure there will be more coming. Let's have a look at the 182. I'm pretty sure this one is going to be like a lot better quality than the default 172. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So yeah, if you are looking at third party, this is where you can buy it. I'm not sure if they're going to have it in other places, but yeah, it's very convenient. You can just scroll to the marketplace and look for what you want. I wish they have a place where you can download libraries. I'm not sure if they have it here. Is there libraries? Aircraft? No. Right. Yeah. So I'm thinking of like downloading libraries, but doesn't seem like they have it yet. There's the content manager, hangar, libraries. Yeah, there's only one. So I wish they have, wish they have a few more, but yeah, that's the only one you have right now. But yeah, that's a 2 legs on the bush flying challenge. If you would like to see more, give it a like, subscribe if you don't want to miss out any more content in the future, and I will show more of the bush flying or any other things that you want to see, but except airliner because it uses a lot of my frame rate and it's not that great. So I'll probably keep it to GA for now on the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and airliner stuff I will be still using X-Plane. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. Join my Discord there if you would like to see more. I'll probably be streaming some of my flights on Discord. So if you want to see more, then join my Discord. And if you'd like to support me as well, check out the description. I have my Patreons, so you can check that out. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it for now. and I will see you all on the next video.